Welcome. All right. Let's go ahead. We'll just start with the order I see here. Michelle.
Nothing technical, I don't think.
All right.
That's it, I think, unless someone can think of something for me.
Bryce, where do we stand on that meeting with Tyler? Any response?
We stand on, I didn't get a response last week for an email, and so I posted another issue or comment on the issue that was hey, we sent y'all an email, just because it feels like it makes more sense to schedule that over email and not issues. They responded yesterday saying sorry, I missed this, when are you available this week? And then I commented on when we're available this week, and we'll see if they get to us before Thursday, which was the last time this week that I gave them. So
okay, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah,
I'm being my second shot Thursday, so maybe we'll see how the afternoon.
Oh, that was okay. That was your long. There was a long thing on Thursday that was I was wonder why David is busy on Thursday.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Anything else? We
had some general things that I feel like on yesterday's code meeting that I think was started to spill over into management-y stuff. But I think it was mostly just logos. It was whether or not we need a logo specific to assembly line, and then also specific to the Weaver, which I guess is less management-y, but more to do we need a individual logo for the assembly line project? Because in some places we're using the Mass Access logo, in some places we're using the Lit Lab logo, which both of those things are close, but aren't exactly assembly line.
Yeah. Well, the Mass Access. Yeah. I don't know. Quentin, you're unmuted. It looked like you were about to say something.
Oh, no, I was going to say, I'm trying to remember if there was another design kind of question that came up yesterday, but I don't remember what it was. Other than the logo. It might have only been the logo.
Well, the Lit Lab is the common thread between all of the different, however we slice it. So if you need a visual logo, the Lit logo with accompanying text seems appropriate, just because it is the common thread and it's something we already have.
Just like the Lit logo with assembly line and the same font. The Lit logo doesn't really have a font, does it?
The university has a font that in theory we use. I can't remember what it is.
I see. Okay.
But if we're just talking about an image logo part, at least that's the image part of the mark, I assume.
Yeah.
All right.
That's fair. Yeah, no, I have no strong opinions on whether or not we need it. I just figured.
We should probably think about our, perpetual issues. Think about naming and stuff. We do have the Court Forms Online as the newer version of Mass Access, although that name seems to persist. And we have moved. I think we moved much of our. We now no longer have the Mass specific. We have the assembly line repo name. So that's good. Yeah, I don't know. I'm rambling. Anything else?
Not really.
Quentin?
I don't think I have anything really management-y either. I wish I could remember. Oh, I couldn't figure out how to. I streamed our meeting yesterday to YouTube. I couldn't figure out where it was stored.
It should just show up in the.
It's stored under the live tab. So there's videos and then there's live.
It's stored under live, and then you can then change it from private to public.
Yeah, I didn't see that anywhere, but there wasn't any video in there I could see. Let me try again. It's possible I streamed it with the wrong account, but I'm just curious if you see it.
Possible. Yeah, let me look. I see something back-end coding meeting from May 17th. I see it under the live tab. Yeah.
Let me see if
it's
I see
private.
it at the same time. Hold on. Okay, I do see it now. Maybe there was some.
It might be a lag sometimes
Yeah.
before it shows up. Although right now I'm showing the current broadcast we're having. It's like live now.
Yeah, I see
Usually
that
the lag
too.
is not.
I didn't see anything in this tab yesterday, so I don't know what's going on.
Maybe you have a different account. Logged in as a different account.
Well,
I don't know.
I know I switched from. I was logged into a different account, and I actively switched to the Suffolk Lit Lab one. And I could see other videos that were part of the playlist and stuff. Is there more than one identity for Suffolk Lit Lab?
There is a Suffolk Lit Lab user. That's the Suffolk Lit Lab email, but you should have access to the brand account, which is the Suffolk Lit Lab. So one of them is a brand account and one of them is a user account. They both should see the same things though, but it's the brand account that everyone else has access to on this call actually.
I think that might have been it. Let me just try again. And it does not seem like they have the same content.
Yeah, well, the brand account is the YouTube page. Yes. But the Lit Lab account is an owner of that brand. Whereas everyone else is, well, I'm an owner as well, but everyone else is just a manager. Yeah, so we're getting closer to the new cohort. Our federal work study students will come on that week of May 24th. And we're gonna do some prep there with Aubrey and stuff for getting ready for the onboarding of that week of June 1, which we're sort of thinking about sort of like the boot camp. We will have this week, tomorrow we'll be having a meeting with the appeals court to check in to see where they are at. My expectation is that by June 1, they will have, I think we had settled on 2 new forms and then maybe some materials for this idea of scoping out the process for doing a whole brief with the appeals court, which I think could be a really fun project for some of the more experienced folks to sort of just figure out what would be necessary to create an interview that allowed for the filing of a brief through our system, which I think would be complicated, but would be a big, I mean, that's a big bunch of what goes through the appeals court. So yeah, it'll be good. But other than that, I'm just telling you all things that you already know. So we can stop recording on management, or if we want to do stop recording, move into stand up early, and then have question. It's a question of how we want to divide our time. I'll stop on management if we don't have any more management stuff, and then we'll figure it out.